Okay, welcome to another round of Golden Nugget Podcast. Today we're going to talk about toys and comics, and here we have two very special guests from Queensway. We are at BarterTrade store right now in Queensway. So my name is Javier, my IG is Roly-Poly.
I'm Santosh, and we have the two guests, Steven and Kelvin.
Yep.
So introduce yourself to the viewers.
Let us know something about yourself.
Hi, I'm Kelvin. My shop is called ToyBros, and I've been here just about 2 years, I believe. Yeah, actually thanks to Steven that I started this toy shop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Steven. I run Kalibak Comics, Kalibak Cave, at Queensway. I've been here 3 years, and actually Kel was one of my customers, and then he used to hang around. And then he was like, hey, can do toys here. Yeah. And that's how we started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's a customer came.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
we kind of know of each other for quite a while, like a decade, but never really formally introduced. He's always there in the background. I just know that he's part of this comics community because I'm also an illustrator. I do comic books and all that. So the toy thing has always been around.
Okay.
I set up Singapore. We started Singapore's first collectible toy store in 1997.
Wow.
That's quite a while ago.
So it lasted for about...
I'm old.
We are old.
I'm way more than 30.
So way back it was called Cosmic Collectibles. Then we wrapped up pretty early. Like within 3 years, by 2000 we were out of the picture.
Okay.
Then there was a big gap. So during COVID, or rather at the end of COVID when things were opening up, because we all Westies, so I'm in Clementi, he's in Clementi, Clementi East and West. So I started to hang out a lot at his shop. I was like, I found out, there's a comic shop in Queensway, which is our area. I like to think that we in the West. So it's like, wow, once you know there's a comic shop, you just hang out a lot. So I still do a lot of toys trading, on Carousel and all that. I still have my sources to bring in all the stock because I'm still collecting. And that's when Steven was saying, hey, get a brick and mortar again. It took me a while to work out the math, and then I was talking to some friends. So the rest of ToyBros. So ToyBros is not about toys for bros only. It's for everyone. But the ToyBros are it's three of us. Three guys.
Three people.
So the three bros decided to open a toy shop. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think one of the dream was to open a store, but nowadays work-life balance is insane. It's impossible to open one.
Right.
Yeah. I guess your time is toys. Our time is cards.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I think comics is also one of your kind of timing. Not my kind of era.
True. Yeah. I mean, I've been dealing with comics for 35 years.
Wow.
I mean, since school days and all. But when I was working, when I had a job, I was doing it as a part-time thing, basically Carousel, Facebook, things like that. But then during COVID, I stopped working. And the minute COVID was over, my wife said, get out of the house. So that's why that's the brick and mortar job. Yeah. So at least I emptied half a room and brought everything here.
Okay.
Yeah. So
wait, is this half a room?
Yeah, I still have 1.5 rooms full of shit.
Storeroom.
Yeah. So but it's a passion. I love it.
Yeah, I mean that's the important thing, right?
Correct.
It's something that you love doing.
Right? I think that's something a lot of people don't have nowadays.
Yeah,
but it's ramping up, maybe sports wise or doing fitness, but for us it's still collectibles, right?
I mean the thing about the current climate is all about dollar value and everything, and people don't really go for the passion anymore. It's just transactional. It's very how much is this, how much is that, or how much is this going to cost,
how much can I make out of it.
That's the most important thing. The most important question they'll ask, how much can I make out of this?
That makes up majority of the community right now.
Sadly.
That's part of parcel. Otherwise, nothing will transact. We
That's
true. I think the info gets out when things are being passed around. By cash, So can you tell us a little bit
Yep.
more? What kind of toys are you talking about? Like Tamiya cars or like?
Oh no! So I'm dealing with a lot of the Western, the Marvel superheroes, Star Wars, and all that. So the whole business or the whole industry of action figures started with Star Wars action figures. So when when I opened my first shop, it was to get all the vintage stuff. So now we skip 30 years, right? Because I still have my contacts, all my suppliers and distributors who give us the new things. So now as a collector, right, you collect the new things. You're not collecting. A lot of people who collect go, because it's nostalgic, it's their childhood. But the trend now is to buy the latest version of an old brand. So right now, like just a couple of weeks back, we all found out that, Mask from the 80s, transforming vehicles and all that, they're actually going to relaunch the whole line again.
Oh.
So that set the whole industry, from Singapore's perspective, a bit of a upheaval. Everybody was so excited.
Right.
Everybody was trying to get pre-orders, And when my supplier's website actually crashed. There's not enough. There was so much demand and not enough supply to the point where first time I'm hearing this, they're actually going to have another round of, manufacturing to basically circumvent
everything
the
is
demand.
ordered through you just because once you collate the shipment becomes
No,
cheaper,
I'm not. I'm just one of the small players. only, yeah.
Got it. Because in
Yeah,
Singapore,
I'm
Max
just
Stop
one of
is
them.
one of them.
So it's like very close to how the TCG world also, right?
Yeah, it's
If
very
something new comes out, and then if the demand is so high, the supply is so low, kind of thing. So it's kind of the same thing everywhere, lah.
Yeah,
right?
I think so
Yeah.
too. But for the toys wise, keeping it mint in the box is a requirement, right?
That was the old because we don't collect to flip anymore. That was how actually most of this collectible hobbies, right? The reason why they become very popular is when people think that it's becoming something that you can make money from. So it happened to the toy market initially, and then the statue in market, and then now I know now cards. In a way, why Pokemon, I hope I don't get trouble for this, but why all these cards are so popular is because the layman, when I say that I mean like Singaporeans once they find out, I can make something from this, I can flip it and make some income, it just goes boom.
Yeah, I think that was the original mentality for most of
Yeah.
us when we step
Correct.
back into the TCG world, right? Like something you found at home, maybe
Yeah.
you can make a quick cash.
Yeah.
Correct.
But then once you start saying, hey, the cash is not quite tasty,
Yeah.
you want to go more, right?
Right.
So sadly, that mentality stays until now with the toy collecting.
Okay.
So our regulars and all the people who are collecting, they're collecting it because it's their passion, because they love the figure, they love the brand and all that. But the normal person that walks by is like, we had our toys are for everyone. We have little blockies that sell at $2 under $3.
Okay.
For anybody, any kid to come by and buy it. But the first thing, the parents, those who are not into this, they walk by and say, "Oh, don't touch anything,
yeah.
don't
Yeah.
open this, these are collectibles. You cannot play with it, you buy it and keep them." We're like, no, we tell them, we try to educate them.
Happens here also in the shop.
Oh, yeah.
Like the family come in, they tell the kids, "Hey, don't touch. This
Yeah.
one fall already, you need to pay."
Yeah, which is
But it's cards only, no. Fall already, you pay that. Oh, okay.
But during the trade show, we also have people coming to us, what should we buy and keep and not
correct.
open?
Invest.
Invest, yeah.
Teaching like kids the
Correct.
monetary value of certain items.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was at the card show so
yeah.
So I was quite surprised. It's really about that, That's why the parents are in it, because it's like teaching my kids to invest.
Yeah.
You see?
Some of them give them a small amount of money and then walk around and try out
Yeah.
the lucks, right? Yeah.
Correct.
So that's for the toy side.
Yeah.
How about the comic side of the world? Like, is there the same thing, or like how does
Basically,
one get comics?
Basically, I think my customer base is basically two kinds.
Okay.
One is the reader. So they buy to read. So they wait for every month the new issue comes out. They buy it because they are following it. They want to read. Or they buy the trade paperback, the thicker books,
Yeah.
which is a complete story.
Yeah.
So it's easier to read. So that's one part of our customer base. The other part is the collectors. So they buy it because either it's a key issue, first appearance, or a nice cover. And most of the time they don't even take it out of the bag. Yeah, so it's good, straight goes into their
PC.
their box or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the one that I suppose is an investment or is a collector attitude lah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, we serve all. Yeah.
Correct.
So
I mean, like when you were speaking about that, I'm one of those lah.
Yeah.
I collect and keep.
yeah, you
But-
see nice cover, Venom.
That's one, and some is I collect and keep because back in the day when during secondary school times, I actually read them.
Right.
So it's like, this is the same copy,
Correct.
The
You
whole
want to-
nostalgia factor.
Yeah, so I'll buy it and keep it.
Correct. Now you can afford to own it.
Yeah, exactly.
You couldn't, man.
Yeah,
Back then we had no money.
when you were speaking about that, that's the first thing that got into my head. Right?
And now we have like CGC. I'm sure you all have the PS
Graded,
here.
Yeah.
So once it's graded, you can't even open it.
Yeah,
that's right, that's right.
I mean, it's
Collectibles,
same thing for cards lah. I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that
It's-
is investment lah.
Yeah.
I mean,
actually
now you
started-
can grade toys also.
Everything.
Yeah,
everything can be graded.
What's the one that pop art? Is it the one
Top mat?
pop art? No, the figurines that you have here.
Funko Pop.
Funko Pop.
Funko Pop can be graded, right? With PSA.
Yep.
Yeah. Even Legos can be graded now.
Oh, Lego can be graded.
Yeah.
We actually had the trend now we actually have graded VHS cassettes.
No, that one I know. With CGC, yes.
Yeah. So it's quite incredible.
Yeah, because I grade the games, the old
wow.
Nintendo
Yeah,
DS games,
exactly.
and Game Boy games, right?
Yeah.
So I collect a lot of those,
Yeah.
and then if I can get it sealed, I want it graded to make sure
Correct.
it's authentic. Because
Correct.
the heat seals back then, the shrink wraps, you can't tell whether is it real or not real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unless it's
Yeah.
the Y-fold wraps.
Right,
Wow,
right.
Okay.
Yeah,
So let's ask another question here. Okay, so what do you think the landscape between the three? Right. Okay. So I every time say Queensway has the Holy Trinity now, right?
Yeah.
For Holy Trinity for geeks lah, basically.
Right.
So in terms of cards, toys, and comics, right? So what do you think the landscape about the whole thing like? Have you seen there's a dip in this, there's a rise in there, kind of thing. I mean for cards we already know the answer lah, right?
Right.
How about for comics and for toys? Do you see the same kind of rise or dips?
I've been here for 3 years. We've had our ups and downs,
Yeah.
obviously. But I think when you guys came in, when Kelvin with ToyBros coming in, and when you with BarterTrade coming in, I think more of the same kind of customers came to Queensway more often.
Okay.
So that helps lah,
Returning customers.
Yeah, exactly. So, and the best thing is like, even if the girl likes cards, so she comes to cards, the boyfriend maybe likes comics. So, it's a place where everything happens.
right.
I just feel that we are missing one thing, which is a board game shop. I think if we have that here, then I think we are, done.
Okay, so anyone out there who
Yeah,
wants
anybody
to
out there,
start a
Yeah.
board game shop,
Come look for us.
Not very common, but
yeah,
True, yeah.
yeah.
because board game shop requires you to sit down and play. It's not
You need
for
space lah.
collectibles.
Yeah, you need space.
lah.
Yeah, that-
Or even Magic the Gathering,
Yeah, I mean an area where you can hold events,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Cheaper rental.
Yeah, on the third floor there is a vacancy, so whoever.
Hard sell. A lot at Upper Serangoon shopping mall.
Yeah, actually yes, Upper Strago got a lot also.
Way more space. I don't know about the rent comparison though.
So okay lah. I mean it's about there lah.
Yeah.
It's just
But overall, my sales have year on year is improved lah for the last 3
okay,
years.
okay.
That's
So
good,
that's
that's
good
good.
lah.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of it I think is thanks to you guys also for being around.
Oh
Yeah.
Well, the card show scene is quite big.
Yeah.
Then there's
Yeah.
trade show almost every other month right now.
Nowadays,
So
yeah.
that
not
does help
every other week. Bro.
every other week. It helps our
Every-
business. But
Yeah.
but same thing. We also notice that every year there's a Comic Con. Does
Yes.
it help you guys with that?
Oh,
or do
yeah,
you guys
yeah.
participate in any of those events?
Comic Con, we've been there since year 2.
Okay.
When it was STGCC. Yeah. So I feel it's something where we can meet our customers because a lot of customers are also online.
Yeah.
So this is once a year that everybody comes together.
together,
Yeah. It's a good place to meet people and just to celebrate the joy of collecting comics.
Yeah, I actually get I collect Batgirl variants.
Right.
Specifically only with Art Gem.
Right, yeah.
Stanley. So I get him to do those Sketchers, right?
or
Yeah.
Oh, those are not cheap though.
Oh no.
But once I buy, I got them.
I
graded
think
at
Art
this-
Jam itself is not cheap.
Yeah, Art Jam's not cheap.
Yeah.
I know. But his artwork,
But you know he's going to be at SGCC
he's
every
gonna
year.
be there. Yes.
Yeah.
So I make sure one every year.
Awesome.
And bring one variant.
Alright,
Correct.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I have them in display.
Oh yeah, talking about Comic Con this year, you're gonna be there,
we'll
right?
be there.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, there for us, I think the toy element is not strong for
Oh,
Comic
okay.
Con.
Yeah.
It used to be STGCC,
Yes,
right?
correct.
Singapore Toys,
The
Games,
old
Comics.
names, yeah.
But the reason why they changed it is because I guess the toy part wasn't. It's just
big,
not
yeah.
as strong. There's
Okay.
no need for it. But like I said, I mean, I see it as a whole holistic thing where we're all into making Queensway be pop culture center. You know, yeah, I mean, we're a bit preferential because we're all in the West, lah. So we just this is our base,
Right.
and we're not that far off from town
town.
anyway.
That's
yeah,
true. That's
you know
true.
what I
That's
mean?
true.
So when we started, we were just kidding. You know, he's the comic shop. He's, I would say, the leader in this thing. And then because of that, I latched on to do the toys. And then we were just saying, oh, we probably need trading cards and games and all that. And then later, you know,
Just pop
yeah,
up.
you know,
Just
part of
pop
it
up from
is,
nowhere.
you know,
Maybe
took
it's a
while.
God's call kind of
Yeah.
thing.
True. Yeah.
But this location has always been very iconic.
Yeah,
Yes,
For a long
yes.
time, right? Like
Correct.
my school days, we
Yeah.
come here to hang out,
Yeah,
the sports
yeah.
store, look for the sports jerseys.
It was all along like instead of, I mean, people come here for sports.
Yeah.
Just sports.
Print shirts.
Yeah, print
Yeah.
your class t-shirts and stuff like that.
Trophy.
Trophy.
Yeah, you know, those kind of things. No
Yeah,
one,
we have to-
no one knew, you know,
Correct.
people will come here for, you know,
All
comic books.
That's true. That's true.
you
It's a
know,
mindset.
toys.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, I haven't been here for so long. I used to come here just to get this and all that. So we need to get the message out there that, you know, this place, it's here, it's in the West. It's like, why would I want to come here? Okay, so IKEA's across, you know,
yeah.
all the hawker centers and all that lah.
The Alexandra market is here. The food is
correct,
good.
correct. So we
Yep.
were also thinking that there's a reason to come down. A lot of people say, oh, the weekend I come there, what am I going to do after that? But hey, you have your cards, comics, toys, the blind box market, which we haven't mentioned. You know, we're the Trinity now, but with the board game and
Oh,
then
yeah.
the blind box,
Yeah.
it'll be like Famous Five or whatever. lah,
Yeah,
you know?
who knows, right?
Yeah.
I think what's missing here now is a cafe. You just have the coffee.
Actually,
Nice cafe.
It's a nice cafe.
Cafe in the day, bar at night. Close shop, there's beer already.
Yeah, that would be best. lah.
That was, yeah, that's a dream.
That would be good, but maybe slowly lah. You know,
Somebody's
it's like, you
open
know,
up for
you hope for a card shop and now you have a card shop.
Correct.
And then,
Yeah.
you know, just pray harder,
Manifest,
lor.
manifest.
Exactly.
Manifest.
We can dream.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
because like the coffee, we wanted to make this whole floor
Like a hobby.
like it's all connected.
Right.
So that if you let's say you did a video tour, right? It's like from here pop. You
That's
know,
true.
in a way like a
Interesting,
Mandarake, but in Singapore.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
where one shop specializes in one part of the culture. lah. So if the word gets out, you know, like you're saying, what does SGCC help us? Yes, as long as the whole awareness of this pop culture geek brother sister whatever food
Yeah.
is around, then it's good for everybody.
That is
You know
very
what I
true.
mean?
I
Yeah.
think this year the SG60 Jubilee year is a good
Yeah.
time to start showcasing a lot of our local stores,
Yeah.
entrepreneurships, and what people
correct,
actually like
correct.
to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Is it's a very big niche, right? It's a very big niche.
Yeah.
Like not only for cards, but actually for the comics and also
Yeah.
the toys. Actually,
Correct.
Yeah.
so
Pop culture lah,
Yeah,
in
it's
general.
the pop culture kind of thing, right? Which
So it's like across all generations.
yeah, exactly. Like, you know, there are people who know Star Wars and then they'll see a figurine. Hey, this one is, you know,
Like Superman, DC, those also.
exactly,
okay.
exactly,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. So everybody would want a piece of something,
Yeah, yeah.
right, in this scene, right?
I mean,
Be-
I've had customers who have walked in and said, "Oh my god, they have Avengers comics one. I thought only movie. I didn't know about comics one. You know,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like
Era differences.
exactly. So I mean, that's a joy of educating them. Like it
Yeah,
started with the comics, you know,
exactly,
then it went to the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The education part, like that's why some people come here. Got these cards also.
Yeah, exactly.
Like comic, like, you know, like Marvel got cards, man.
Mm.
You know, that kind of thing.
Yes,
Because
that's
they
Correct.
always thought it's just comics.
Yeah,
correct.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, those like even OGs thought there's only comics to
It's
it.
limited to only one kind of
Yeah.
genre.
Yeah,
Like,
correct.
it's not like
Comics and
diversifying
toys,
now.
very diversified.
Yeah. So when that happens, then like lucky I'm quite knowledgeable in the Marvel side of the card side. So when I explain to them, it's like wow, it's like I'm very happy to do that. You know,
To
like,
share.
the
Yeah.
sharing part.
correct.
Yeah, so like it's wonderful when people ask this kind of question, and it's like it's a wonderful feeling for. I'm pretty sure for all of us here lah. Even for you, when people ask about some particular Pokemon stuff, you know, right? You will be excited to
Share.
And there's
share.
more than life than just work, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
Even,
Yeah.
even for toys,
Like,
like
I enjoy telling people about like my work is like I don't know.
yeah, even for toys, right? When there is a specific toy, they thought like it's discontinued or something.
Yeah.
Then you're like, oh, is that? Hey, what is this? You know that kind of thing.
Correct.
But I think so far I've seen in Singapore the Queensway is only the place I know that has 3 different categories in one location. I have not seen anywhere else at something similar. Maybe Far East have, but it's a bit of a mix and match.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe at one point they had 2 or
Two similar
three.
things.
yeah, but I think this
Yeah.
at this point, like you said, we have 3, and then if you count the blind boxes,
Yeah. Then,
your cafe is just a few steps away.
yeah, just across the street, you know, there's
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there's
Yeah.
what bakery? Tiong Bahru Bakery.
Tiong Bahru.
Oh,
No,
that's
I
across the
don't
road.
count that as a
across the road.
cafe, man.
Yeah.
That's not
I mean
literally
it's
open.
across lah. You know now people come here for hey where the McDonald's?
Oh, the McDonald's
Across
gone.
the
That
road,
is
mah.
so
Yeah.
sad.
So it's the same answer lah. I mean
Pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. So another question I would want to ask is let's say a beginner, right?
Alright.
A beginner who is interested in collecting comics or toys, right? What would be the good like beginning start? You know, like for cards, you know, that we will people ask us, hey, I'm just started, I just came into this thing. We kind of like give them a guidance to where to know what to start with and everything.
Correct.
So I'm pretty sure for toys and comics there is a certain like a beginner starter
3-point,
kit,
yeah.
you know,
Right,
beginner
right,
starter
right,
kit kind of
yeah,
thing.
correct.
Yeah. So
For comics,
for
okay.
comics.
Usually, I will ask them. I'm sure they watch a movie or two. So it's like which character you like. Then
Right.
start from there. But generally, if you don't count that in, it's either Spider-Man or Batman. Yeah, that's the easiest to enter, lah, I feel.
Okay,
Yeah.
but there are expensive. From my knowledge, right? There is expensive Spider-Man. And
Oh yeah.
Batman, so-
There's $20,000 Spider-Man books and there's $5.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
there is like a huge disparity.
Oh yeah,
between
there is.
Okay,
So
So same as us Pokemon.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, there's
Yes.
modern.
Correct. So you
is
start with a starter
cheap Charizard,
deck or-
right?
Yeah.
There's cheap Charizard and expensive Charizard.
Yeah.
Correct.
Same thing.
But
Then how about-
Spider-Man has always been very expensive, even like on Goldin auctions.
Yeah,
you know.
Oh yeah.
That's my
Historical.
understanding also.
Yeah.
No, I mean for cards, it's
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, yeah. the comic first.
relative.
Oh, yeah.
Quite
Yeah.
relative to that.
Because he's so popular.
Yeah. Everybody would know Spider-Man.
Exactly.
Everybody would know Batman,
Superman.
Right.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Wonder Woman.
Humble hero with no money.
Yeah.
And most of the time he's a teenager, so a lot of
Yes,
people
yes,
can
yes.
relate to
Yeah,
that. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's number 1 for Marvel.
How about for toys?
Yeah, for toys.
Toys similar. First thing we need to know what you enjoyed or what you watched recently, or what you read about that you're like excited that you wanted to start. You want to start collecting toys. So we'll have one for everything. You know. So
Okay.
if you're into Star Wars, then it's like, okay, we'll start with this. If you want, Marvel superheroes or DC, or you want independent stuff. Maybe you like barbarians. Maybe you want barbarian women. You know, things like that. So we have a category for everything. We'll find what you want, and then we'll start with, let's say, your budget. If it's a young person, which is why we started bringing in blockies, which is everywhere now. But I find that more and more people are coming to us because we actually show that we're excited about the product themselves. So we thought, hey, so blockies has, which I think in the market, they are the only ones who come up with Sesame Street figures.
Right.
So how I market it is like, for let's say a parent who wants them to buy toys, but also not be just toys and don't study or
Yeah.
whatever. I say but nowadays parents actually want the kids to play toys because it takes them off the devices, right?
Yes.
But with blockies, I say there's an added educational angle where every blocky, right, it's made to be kind of like Lego, where it's modular, almost like a model kit. So you don't just buy the toy, you have to make the figure. So like as a toy collector, I'm also excited as an adult toy collector because for finally a company that's making a toy that I have to build, so I know exactly how the parts move. So like I said, I'm a designer, illustrator. These things fascinate me, like how to move the
mechanics, basically.
Yeah, the wrist connector and all that kind of stuff.
I have actually colleagues who have recently have kids, right? And then they were talking about introducing Lego or building blocks as a more interactive toy for kids. So they will have engaged more on their brains to try to understand what they're trying to piece up together and build up and see the vision, right?
Yeah.
So, but I also have a few colleagues who was very interested in those local scenery building blocks.
Okay.
They will build like the old, I don't know, like
old shop house.
Old shop houses, those kind, yeah.
Yep.
Do you also carry those in your store? Or?
No, but personally, I've always looked at it's called like dioramas. So people who collect these figures, which are the scale is 1/12, right? So it's about 7 inches. We go by inches for action figures. So 6-7 inches. So the scale for the diorama, the background is about so big or whatever. But I've always wanted to, like, if people would make more of these little background things. So right now they only have like cardboard versions. So like let's say you're talking about shop houses.
Yeah.
You have like 4 walls and then you click together. But no one's ever made it commercially.
I see. Yeah.
So yeah, that's if anybody's got any ideas, I can share.
yeah. I've seen quite a bit of that in Japan actually.
Yeah.
Yes, I think Japan is
Japan has got a lot. They like to build this little cup and push out and then they slowly become.
Correct. Yes. Yeah, I mean under blind boxes and all that Yeah, where you have even like Pokemon, then you have little cups and little cafe scenes and all that.
That's true.
Yeah. So like for so people here, I mean all of us here are collectors, right? So what do you collect? Like and for Javier over there, he collects Team Rocket stuff and coins and stuff, right?
Okay.
So how about yourself? Any specific character?
I'm strictly a comics guy, so I don't really go out of the way, like go into much toys or anything. Little bit, but not much. And the reason why I selling stuff is because for me, my grails, I have gotten them. I've always been a collector of this series called Legion of Superheroes. It's a DC comic about teenagers from the future. Very drama, a lot of what. Anyway, I love them. And I've completed more or less the whole run.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so once I hit my grail, then, nothing else matters, you see. So that's why I'm fine.
I'm still hunting for my grail.
Correct, yeah. So that's why I'm happy to share the passion, my comics with other people.
Right. But have you ever thought of like going into like signature copies?
I don't like signatures.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel
that's where I'm entering.
right. To me, I feel that you're spoiling the comic.
Oh, it's
yeah.
No, because
You're defacing it.
For myself, collecting passion is I hit my grill already. Similar to you, and then I'm trying to figure out what's next.
Right.
And I thought that maybe to elevate that is to get the
Signatures.
Original illustrators to sign off the thing. I thought the comic would have entered the same
level.
Yes. I think a lot of people have gone into original art and all after the comic thing. So I mean, there are different levels that you can go into. Yeah, but for me, I think my next level is basically to share the joy of comics to other people. So I mean, that's me lah. It may not be other people.
I think opening a store is the right choice. Otherwise, no.
Yeah. Because I mean, for me also, I didn't know. Okay, when I started collecting comics back again, right? There's actually a lot of different variety of front pages now.
That's true.
Exactly, it's crazy. So, the variant covers.
Yeah, variant covers. Last time there's only like a couple. Now it's like Mexican foil virgin but it's nice. It's nice. It's nice to look at them.
The Supergirl is very nice.
Ajam one, right?
No, I mean I got my own collection but everybody got their own collection
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Then how about for yourself?
Okay, so what we collect ourselves?
Your own personal.
I used to just we started with Star Wars and then later like some Marvel stuff and I didn't do DC stuff for a while, but but I've always been a Superman collector. So there was a period where I collected every Superman figure that came out. Then I realized it was just too much already. Then once you don't want to collect the whole thing, then you start to let go.
Yeah.
You keep the ones. So for me now, what keeps me going and the passion is strong is the action figure tech. So like I said, when we started, the figure can only pose, we call it the 5 points. So your head, your arms and your legs. But now we're really going into it can pose in any position. There's so many joints. Yeah. Some, the joints can move. And, as kids, we always said, if only the weapons could be, put into the holster and all that. And now it can do that. And now for the 7-inch scale, you have soft goods, which is basically clothing for your figures. So almost sounds weird and creepy, like dolls, but you have your weapons that can actually move and all that kind of stuff. You see, so for me, people are saying you can't collect everything. Then how do you decide which ones to let go? So if there's a better version of a particular figure, let's say a Superman, the movie just came out. I'll buy the normal version first, but then later on, if a better version of this same Superman comes out, I will let go of the older one and then I'll just buy the new one.
Oh, it's like an upgrade lah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Kind of like, you already have the title that you want.
Yeah.
So what makes it special? Oh, maybe the collector's edition.
Correct.
And then got maybe the autographed edition.
Correct.
So same with the
Version,
figure. Let's say I like this, Gatchaman, Battle of the Planets kind of thing. So the hero is called Ken. And the last time a figure was made of him was in the 80s or something like that.
Oh, that's pretty
And it
cool.
was really primitive kind of a design and all that. So now a new company, a Hong Kong company, has come up with a new version where he's all muscular and he can do all the poses, all the joints and all that. Very cool and all that.
So there is no particular manufacturer that you care about, right? Like not just limited to USA.
So the trend now, honestly, there are a lot of little Chinese companies that are coming up with their own unique IPs.
Okay.
Personally, for me, they are coming up with an anthropomorphic, is it? Anthropomorphic, where with half animal, half humans. So because of the success of, let's say, Black Myth Wukong, right? So everybody is coming up with all these half animal, half human characters, mythological characters, which they create themselves. So that is the trend now, and a lot of collectors actually
are these limited pieces, like maybe 1,000?
I won't say limited. The limited edition thing, I think, doesn't work with the toys now.
I see.
There's enough to go around, unless it's a big hit and then you can't find it lah.
Right.
So that's a distribution problem more than a manufacturing problem, because I think these guys, you want to buy, I will make as many as you need.
So I think that question is more to statues. I think it's more to statues. Statues that is limited.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Because I used to stay in Japan for a while, right? And they have a lot of this kind of figuring manufacturing companies.
Correct,
Good
correct.
Smile company.
Yes.
I used to collect those Nindroids, but they used to be everywhere in Akihabara.
Okay.
And now it's died down a lot. And some of them have to release limited edition pieces. Then
I
those
didn't
are
realize.
a bit more attractive to collectors.
All right.
Alright.
So I'm just wondering if also the same thing is happening.
But I
for
think
the
that's
toys.
the collectible mentality. Once your market shrinks, you lessen the number of pieces so that it fits into the market.
Right.
So last time it was mass because everybody wanted
Wants
it.
it, yeah.
Now it's only maybe a certain age group, for example.
Correct.
Like in the 30s are into it. So you make it maybe 500 pieces, 1,000 pieces to fit into that market, you see.
Also a team, right? That
Because if you make 10,000 but you only 500 people are buying it,
right.
no
Then
point.
the oversupply.
And then you just, the stocks are there, just
Exactly.
collecting dust.
Then the value will drop, you see, because it's available everywhere. Yeah.
Okay, so how about for yourself? Like, for Steven, he doesn't like signatures, right? How for toys? Because there are people coming here asking, hey, this one is signed by I don't know what.
As
So
a collector myself, it is either the comics or but for toys, rare stuff, not true. I think it will be like older toys, or like I said, distribution problem. Maybe there's this particular figure that didn't reach us, we couldn't get our hands on. Then these things tend to they go up in price a little bit lah. When for toys, it's really just a little bit lah.
Okay.
But there's always demand for it. So things like that, I'll just keep them lah if I do get my hands on them. But autographs and all that doesn't matter to a action figure.
Okay.
It's only whether you like the art, the whoever the actor
toy
is lah.
basically.
Right.
So let's say now Superman just came out. If I actually got one figure and I got Corin Sweat to sign it, then maybe it's special to me lah. But I don't think if anybody offers me a good price, I'll let it go. I don't really.
I mean,
Or a regular,
I
there's a
call
favor,
this,
I'll just get it.
that mentality is what I'm calling. Why you want to throw away stupid money?
Hey, each to their own.
Yeah, but
I pay stupid money for the autographs.
I mean, who knows, right? So it's like everybody got their own way of, seeing things and like for you, for yourself, for a cutscene guy, now you're going towards signatures.
Yeah. So signatures is a bit more unique for us because, or rather for me, I see it as the card scene right now. There's certain things are very expensive and they are always transacted as if like they were crypto currencies.
Yeah.
But some things that are, I think, distinctively and unique to the card right now becomes who the illustrator is. Therefore, if you get even a really cheap one, an autograph, it's probably one of a kind. You're never gonna have a second
Correct.
piece.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it as being collectible for me right now.
Unique and collectible.
Unique lah, the unique selling point lah, basically
so-
to yourself lah.
Yeah, that's why when I talk about the comics, I also thought maybe it's the same thing, right? Because it's print variants.
Yeah.
So I think one thing that is very popular in comics is that you buy a blank variant. So it's a blank cover, and then you get an artist to illustrate it. So that it is specially drawn for you. So that makes it very unique.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone.
Yes.
Nick.
Okay, so like since you have been here for 3 years, right? Do you have any advice for business owners who wants to start a shop in the collectible scene?
Here in Queensway.
In Queensway or
anywhere.
in Singapore like in general.
Alright.
Only because we want room for that little
No, I mean,
spot, right?
but we can do something like for in general.
Right. Okay.
What's something you need to watch out for?
Yeah.
Like, I have no knowledge on how to start a business.
Okay lah, but I think the most important thing is you must know your products. I think there's if you're gonna sell something, you make sure you know what that thing is like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, I mean, like I know friends who are, Pokemon can make money, so buy, sell. It doesn't work that way. If you do not know what you're buying, you do not know what you're selling.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You
So
need
I
to
think
do some
that's, you need to have that knowledge. And you need to have that dedication towards making it work lah.
Yeah.
I've seen shops that open here and then like after 1 month, they only, from 5 days a week, they open 3 days a week. Instead of opening at 12 o'clock, they open at 2 o'clock. You know, that kind of thing. So if you're not really, you don't have that vested interest, then customers will get disappointed.
Yeah.
You say 12 o'clock, I come over at 12:30, you're still closed. You know, that is like,
Okay, so it's a regular timing schedule is important.
It's something that you passion lah, basically.
correct,
passion lah, right?
I mean, you say something, you do it lah.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
That kind of thing. I feel that's very important because customers, not easy to get, but very easy to lose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, that is
Yes.
true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Then okay. Let's
I want
move
to
forward.
ask something about like authenticity. You know your toys, right? Like
Alright.
Pokemon cards, there's also things that are not real,
Alright.
and then or rather some of them were
Fake products.
fake products, right?
Okay.
Like because toys also comes with boxes, and sometimes they have been replicas by another smaller company.
Yeah.
Is that?
I think it's
how much
okay.
knowledge you need to know in this.
Yeah, you need to okay, for us, because we're quite protected because our suppliers are getting it's either they are the wholesalers and distributors of the brands themselves.
Right.
So let's say Marvel toy action legends are made by Hasbro. So we would get from a supplier that gets it direct from Hasbro. So there is no
okay.
it's only if I were to do, let's say, parallel products. So I bring in from another party, then there's chance of it being a fake. But there's a very big thing about toy collecting that their fake goods are very frowned upon. I won't even sell fake stuff in my shop one, even though if it's cheaper, even though if I tell my customers this is fake, I won't, you see.
Yeah.
Because it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Because we owe it to the manufacturers, we owe it to the distributors that we will only deal in legit goods. It's just like you do, your cards. You can't be saying, I
Correct.
also have.
Correct.
There cannot be any chance for any fake items to be in.
Yes. That is very true because
Correct.
as a collector, I don't want to share my
Correct.
anything that's fake to another collector.
Yeah,
fellow
yeah,
collector,
yeah,
right? That's just ethically wrong.
Yeah, it is like ethically, and actually, it's fake, and then you were
And
to
you still
that's
release
the morality of it also lah.
So in a way, in that sense, also the wherever we get our products from, we'll make sure that these guys know that we will not deal in these things. But so far, I think all the wholesalers, manufacturers, and dealers, right, they also know the importance of only dealing with the real stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
That's very important. I think integrity comes into play when we're dealing
Correct.
with collectibles. Well, I think today we have covered quite a lot of things.
Yeah,
And Queensway is
there's-
definitely a central area for all the
actually,
hobbies.
actually, Steven, you have a point to talk about something is happening on August, right?
Oh time to share.
Yeah. Okay, so one thing that we've done in my 3 years in Queensway is we have little events. So we've done Free Comic Book Day, Star Wars Day events and things like that. And for the last 2 years, and this is our 3rd year, is we're going to do our Made in Singapore event. Yeah, which is...
So what is the Made in Singapore event?
Okay. So Made in Singapore event is basically an event that we celebrate the talents of Singaporeans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So because I'm a comic shop, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in some local comic artists to come and do sketching, signing, selling their products and all.
Okay.
So it's a great time to come and see how good our local talent is.
Okay.
As well as meet them, talk to them, interact with them and basically share their love for the media.
For the media and also for the scene lah.
Correct, right, yeah.
Yeah, so from what I heard, actually, it will be on the 2nd of August.
Yep, 2nd of August. And for this year, because we have ToyBros and BarterTrade, we're going to share this thing throughout all 3 businesses. So we'll have artists in each of the shops. And then we also have a chase card where you come and get sketches from the artists from all 3 shops to complete your
Nice.
set.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's quite fun lah.
Yeah. Treasure hunting. huh?
Exactly.
Basically,
it's
because
fun.
everything is at level 2. And
It's true.
Basically, everything is the outer ring
Yeah,
of
correct.
the building.
Yeah.
So you just make one round and
You can't get lost lah.
you cannot get lost lah.
So if you're listening to this podcast, please share with your friends.
Yeah, it's happening on the
Family as
2nd
well, yeah.
of August. A Saturday, if I believe.
Yes, I believe
What
it.
time does it start?
I think
11 to...
afternoon. Like
No, I
1?
think it's 12 to 6, I think.
12 to 6.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good.
12 to
So
6.
there will be 2 sets of artists. So I think 12 to 3, one, then 4 to 6. 3 to 6,
Yeah.
another one.
Okay,
Set of
okay,
artists.
okay.
So it's pretty cool. You can spend the whole day here browsing comics, toys, and cards, or meet the artists.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Come around, just
Have lunch, then
have
come.
lunch,
Exactly.
walk
Yeah.
around,
Yeah.
Lunch.
then talk about collectibles. I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of people coming in.
Yeah.
If
And
you need more information, you can just drop us a comment
yeah,
or
correct.
text us directly on IG and we will give you the info.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. So
I think that's all for today.
I think we covered a lot today. Things in Queensway and whatnot. So thank you for watching and
Thank you, Steven and Kelvin, for coming, man.
Thanks our guests and
Yeah.
stay tuned
Yeah.
to the next episode.
Yep.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.